Good morning. This is Dr. Rajesh Yadav, PhD from All India Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi, and working as Assistant Professor and Head in the Dialysis Technology Department, School of Allied Health Science, Sharda University, Greater Noida. Today, we will discuss the topic basal ganglia. So, this is the location of the basal ganglia in the forebrain region. Now come to the function of the basal ganglia. Basal ganglia is responsible basically for the movement, and apart from the movement it also take part in the emotional and cognitive functions. The basal ganglia does not initiate the voluntary motor movement, but rather it provides modulatory guidance, helping determine which particular movements are carried out and when and how this movement will be occurred. Basal ganglia is also involved in the procedural learning. So that is also the center of the memory, and procedural memory is stored in the basal ganglia. Basal ganglia send output to the other brain region through the two distinct pathways, the direct and indirect pathway. The direct pathway involves sending the signal to the cerebral cortex through the thalamus. So this is the ray diagram: basal ganglia, thalamus and motor cortex. So there is two pathway, one is a direct pathway and another is indirect pathway. Direct pathway from basal ganglia to the thalamus, so it will excite the excitatory neurons, and further excitatory neurons send the signal to the cerebral cortex motor area. So the motor response will be performed. While the indirect pathway will be activated, then it will activate the inhibitory neurons of the thalamus, and inhibitory signal goes to the motor cortex region of the cerebral cortex. So the movement will be reduced. So in this way, the basal ganglia control the motor function by activating the excitatory neurons or inhibiting or exciting the inhibitory neurons of the thalamus and control the movements. The disturbance balance of the excitatory to the direct pathway and inhibition through the indirect pathway is thought to be one of the cause of the severe motor impairment called extrapyramidal syndrome. As we have already discussed, one of the another function of the basal ganglia is cognitive. So stimulation of the direct pathway excite motor or cognitive programs in the cerebral cortex. The number of the neurological disorder are the result of damage of the basal ganglia, including Parkinson and Huntington's disease. So this is the location of the thalamus in the brain, and thalamus is called relay center because it carries the information from upper brain region to the lower brain region and lower brain region to the upper brain region. So it is called relay center. Now in the diagram we can show that here substantia nigra, which is part of the midbrain, it sends the signal to the basal ganglia, and through the basal ganglia the signal come into the thalamus. In the diagram we can see here the signal coming from the substantia nigra to basal ganglia and basal ganglia to the thalamus and through the thalamus to the cerebral cortex. Substantia nigra is very important area of the midbrain where dopaminergic neurons is present. If due to any reason the degeneration of the dopaminergic neurons occur in the substantia nigra, so the deficiency of the dopamine neurotransmitter occur. In that condition is called Parkinson disease. The signal in that condition only inhibitory signal come to the basal ganglia, and basal ganglia carry the information to the thalamus and cerebral cortex. Because inhibitory signal is coming from the substantia nigra to the cerebral cortex, so movement will be reduced. So the Parkinson patient have very slowest movement. So this is the just difference of the Parkinson disease and Huntington disease. In Parkinson disease, rigidity and slowness of the movement due to difficulty initiating and carrying out the voluntary movements, reduction in dopamine prevent the excitation of the direct pathway. Another symptom of the Parkinson is resting tremor. So like hand is shaking condition. while in the Huntington disease, abrupt involuntary movements occur. So large number of movements occur. So that is called choreoform. So it is a dance-like symptom. So the difference in both in the Parkinson disease, movement become very slow, while in the Huntington disease, movement become very fast. So patient with the Parkinson disease experience rigidity and abnormally slowed movement, while Huntington's disease patients are primarily characterized by abnormal involuntary movements that are often abrupt, irregular, and unpredictable. These are called choreiform movements of the body, named after the Greek word choreo means dance. So they especially affect the extremities and the face. Thank you.